Hi, it's Jennifer Mazzarolo, President of Maverick Consulting Group, and here is today's Maverick Moment for Tuesday, November 15th. Well, one thing certainly is clear. It's a very interesting scenario down south and the election results. But today I'm going to focus on a related topic of leadership, something I'm very passionate about. And with respect to leadership, I really want to break it down into another subcategory, which is social intelligence. I know we've all heard of emotional intelligence, but there's actually something called social intelligence. Not sure if you're aware of that, but I've done some reading and research on research that's been done on articles written 20 years ago by Daniel Goleman, who wrote in the Harvard Business Review and really coined the phrase emotional intelligence. And one of the offshoots of emotional intelligence is this notion of not just looking at self, which really is the focus of emotional intelligence. It's all that self-regulation, being self-aware, self-motivated. But social intelligence is actually probably the number one predictor of whether you are going to be a good leader or not. And social intelligence and the difference between that and EQ is really it's external looking. It is all about your relationships and interrelationships with other people. So what makes someone who's socially intelligent a better leader? Well, they develop people, they influence people, they are more skilled at interaction, and they have empathy. And these are really important characteristics of a good leader. Now, you might say, well, so what? Why do we need to worry about this touchy-feely stuff? And, we've all worked in organizations where training and development dollars are at a premium, and they don't want to bring in big, high-powered, highly expensive consultants to talk about this kind of stuff. But why I think it's important is, what's in it for you, the organization, is if I'm an HR person, it's going to impact my hiring criteria. I'm going to start to look at candidates and start to evaluate them against a social intelligence predicator and predictor model. I'm going to look at performance management and wonder why so-and-so manager has such high turnover in their team, or why people think a particular director is toxic. Well, these things matter, and it matters in our current society, and it matters in our current environment. If I'm a CEO, why do I care? Well, because social intelligence, or the lack thereof, can be very dysfunctional for your organization. And you can improve business performance, and that's right to the bottom line, if you start caring about this kind of stuff. If I'm the team, I have better morale. I feel like I'm being developed. I feel like I'm part of a team and I care. People care about me and care about my performance and how I'm doing. And if I'm the organization in general, I care about social intelligence because I care about improving my company's culture. I care about improved communication in my organization. I use it as a marketing and a branding tool for my organization when I go out to the market to hire top talent. So these things are important. And you need to also be asking yourself, if you're sitting there wondering, well, I don't know, am I socially intelligent? How do I know these things? Well, you first have to ask yourself, do I care? Do I care about the people on my team? Do I care about the people I'm managing? Do I care about the people I'm working for? We all have heard the adages about, I'd walk over hot coals for that guy or that woman. Well, that means that you think they care about you, and that means that you care about them. So this is important stuff. So how do you start? You start by asking yourself, do I care? The other step that you take is you do a 360 feedback. And I have done 360 feedbacks in the past. And I can tell you, there are good and bad and ugly. But, there's a lot of truth to those tools. As long as people feel like they can be candid and open and honest, then you will get some really good nuggets of information from a 360 feedback. And that's just a start. And where do we go from here? Well, certainly, it is very an interesting topic. I'm very passionate about it. If you want to learn more about it, or if you'd like me to come in and speak to your organization or help your organization or you as a leader, please do contact me at jmazzarolo@maverickconsulting.ca, and I'd love to hear from you. Take care.